First opened back in 2010. We're on the air from Target Field here in downtown Minneapolis. Today, a showdown out of the American League Central between the Chicago White Sox and the Minnesota Twins. Eduardo Nunez makes his big league debut right after this. Garrett Horn will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can only win your first big league game once, and in his last start, he did just that. I'm sure that ball is put away someplace very special. Nothing more he'd like to do than get win number 2 here in this one.
At the plate, Andrew Benintendi. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for the White Sox, the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, this is a tough place to come in and play. The home team's they played pretty well here. They got their fans excited about last night's W. Let's see if they can complete the sweep today.
You know, you always want to get greedy, Dero, when you win the first game of a 2-game set, particularly when you're playing at home. And this team is a really good home team, so the odds are in their favor that they've got a good chance to pull off this sweep.
3-1 to him now. Slow grounder first. W has it and will take this to the bag himself, and there's your first down of the ball game. A moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, man, you got to love what Jonathan Lucroy does for this offense. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit in the air to left. Obradovich is after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Into the box now,
the center fielder,
Robert. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike. And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, Dero, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Nothing for the White Sox in their half of the first. Time for the Twins to swing the bat. You're watching MLB Network. Mike Clevenger, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Stepping into the box, Darren Obradovich. It leads things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Not shortstop, Darren Obradovich.
Here comes the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably. As they come into this one, losers of 7 straight games. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Hero, what's your take on this team today?
Tyler.
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts, and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. W comes in at 6'3" tall and bats from both sides of the plate. He's got plenty of contract security. This is the first year of a new 5-year deal.
And I can't tell you what that means for a ball player. To be able to know you're going to make your home for many years to come in one community. You can invest in the team, invest in the community, and really, really plant down roots. This is an unbelievable opportunity.
Count even at 2-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Fouled off. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Ready now. Number 22. First touch for him here with the bases open. 2 away. Down and away, 1 ball and no strike.
You want to talk about setting the tone and getting your teammates relaxed? That's exactly what this pitcher did, coming in and punching tickets. First 2 batters of the game.
1-1 to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Clevenger sometimes gets called Sunshine. He was a 4th-round selection back in 2011.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up.
Leading off for the
First pitch on its way.
The designated hitter, Daniel.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
In the dirt here. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. 1 out, nobody on. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quick. I think they had to play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Count remains at 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. And another foul ball. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And this one's in the dirt, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. The 1-2. Throw down to third.
2-2.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing the eye level. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball. 2-0
now. 2 2-1 the count to the White Sox first baseman. Three and one. Miguel Vargas would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Long run for the right fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. A man left for the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Byron Buxton now. Past history with Mike Clevenger. He's 1 for 4.
The center fielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Buxton stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Now in the box, Alex Healy will get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. The slider there gets a swing and miss. Bottom of the second here with no score. This misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. So 1-1 home. On the line, that's a base hit.
Batting 6, the second baseman, Brooks Lee.
Now to the plate, Brooks Lee, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, he's not quite as powerful from the left side. He's certainly not Chipper Jones, who had pop from both sides of the plate. Much more pop hitting right-handed.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Oh, and he misses it. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Batting 7,
some real problems out there that time as it lined up in E7.
Obradovich.
Stepping up to the plate, holding Obradovich. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Obradovich is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Morgan is there, 2 down.
Batting 8.
Riding into the box, Royce Lewis. Back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back
in the late inning. Tries to get to the back end, but it gets on by. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Well, this one's a long way from being over, D-Lo. But that big base hit right there gives him a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Dan, without question right there. Huge at bat. Gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
Into the box now, Dan Robinson, as he hits one on a line to left field. But this is right to him in left. Set to get his day started, Miguel Vargas. It's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Grounded to short. Obradovic is up with it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting ninth.
Digging in now, Eduardo Nunez. And as you could imagine, the butterflies are fluttering as this is his first major league at-bat.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late-round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
Line, but speared on a hop. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder.
Ready for another chance? Andrew Benintendi. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Popped straight up. Obradovic moving forward, but this will land untouched. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he fouls this one off. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They're still down. It's 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren Obradovic. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1-0 the count. Drilled down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the third inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
Into the box now, Tyler W. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready. Here's the first offering. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. He's got it 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now
settling in now, number 22. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. Swung on and chopped down the line at first. Obradovic. The runner at second with 1 away. Took something off here, but it misses ball 1.
1-1.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Byron Buxton. Was a strikeout victim in his first try. He's set. Here it comes. In there, 0-1.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Men on third with 2 down. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Unbelievable. A home run. I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw. 2-run homer for Byron Buxton. Home run number 2 for him on the year as the Twins are looking good here, up 4-0.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Now batting. The designated
And
hitter.
now Alex Healy. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
2 out, nobody on. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Fouled away. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. We're through 3 here in Minneapolis, and the Twins have taken a 4-0 lead. Up next for Chicago, Mike Tauchman. He
Leading
flew
off for the
out
White
in his
Sox.
last at-bat.
The right fielder.
Ready to deliver.
Mike
Here's the first pitch.
Tauchman.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
2 balls, no strike.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Now the 2-1 is in off the plate.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Line toward the alley in left center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
The bat. The center
Sliding
fielder.
in once again.
Luis
Robert. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1.
1-1.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup.
That missed. That's
2
a
in a
ball.
row back to back. I don't think
2
there'll
and
be a
2.
third.
Count all the way
Full
full
count.
to the White Sox center fielder. Now
What's
here's a
the
check
jack?
swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. So here's Daniel Palka
Now
now.
batting, designated hitter, Daniel Palka.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
No, that missed.
Starting
That's
here
the
with a
ball.
changeup, but it's taken for ball
One ball,
one.
no strike.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Tuchman over at second. Robert on at first with nobody out. A ball and 2 strikes now. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now.
Now batting,
Riding
number 8.
in, number 8. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Down the third baseline. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope,
Takes
ball.
a pitch high and away for ball 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton is there. Makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And there's a first step in the comeback as sac fly makes this a 4-1 ball game.
Now batting, the
So
catcher,
stepping in,
Jonathan
Jonathan Lucroy comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Fastball
No,
misses
that's
inside.
inside.
It's even at 1.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think.
Bullet to second base. A fine play, and that ends the inning. White Sox pick up just the 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Twins are out in front, 4-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Into the box. Brooks
Leading off
He
for
reached
the
on a
Twins.
single in his first try.
the second baseman, Brooks Lee.
Here's the first pitch to him. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Through first and hustling for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, man, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Zero.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs in only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Now a swing and
0-2.
a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And it's fouled away. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Line toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Lee ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. The tag, and they got him coming back to third.
Up next for the Twins, the third
In
baseman,
now, Royce Lewis. He drove home
Lewis.
2 with a single in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. The pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Robert is there, 2 gone. Digging
Now
in,
batting,
Dan
the pitcher.
Robinson. Runner in
Dan
scoring position with 2 gone.
Robinson.
From the stretch. Pulled toward right center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Twins. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said there is nothing prettier than frozen rope after frozen rope, and that is exactly what he's getting right now. The data says they've hit 8 line drives as a team in this one, some resulting in outs, but obviously that's a good sign for them going forward.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Buxton is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Up next for Chicago.
Standing
the
in, Miguel Vargas. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. So 1-1 home. Strike 2 swinging.
Outside, that's the ball.
A fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth. Now batting, Eduardo Nunez.
The second base.
0 for 1 thus far. Pitch on the way. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball.
Ball.
Wow, tough to lay off the fastball there,
1-2.
but it's 1 and 2.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go to White Sox. They credit 4-1. Digging in once again, Darren Obradava.
Leading off.
He'll try to follow up the doubles in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
1-0.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations. Good hitters aren't going to miss.
2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man. He comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now back.
Now Tyler W. Swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off the right-handed pitchers. Hitting over 300 against right-handed pitchers.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. There's a drive out to left center field. Running hard. He's digging for second. And the throw in gets away from him.
Now batting, number 22.
Up next for Minnesota, number 22. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's set and the pitch. This is line to left. Benintendi is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
So 2 are gone in the Twins half of the fifth. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's high. That's the ball.
Just misses for ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Benintendi, and the inning is over. left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. And
Leading
at this
off for
point
the
of the
White
game,
Sox,
I think it's clear
the
that
left
the
fielder,
plan of attack against the
Andrew
top of the order has worked.
Benintendi.
So when you've only surrendered one hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on.
Oh.
Whatever they discussed coming into
One
this
out.
game has worked out beautifully.
Hee-haw!
In for a strike, it's 1-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here he comes again. 1-2. This is on the ground over the first. Dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick
Up
off
next
the
for the
inning.
White Sox, the right fielder,
Stepping into the box, Mike Tauchman. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
1-0.
Benintendi aboard here at first with nobody out.
D-Rod.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Front two.
Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but
That's the
unless
ball.
you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
And this
Full
misses,
count.
so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with a full count as the 2-hole hitter.
There's one on to first to complete the double play.
now batting. The
Now at the
center
plate,
fielder, Louis.
no one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning.
Yeah, what?
It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Line drive to center field. Buxton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Nothing doing here for the White Sox, and this is still a 4-1 ball game.
Your
Sean
attention,
Newcomb
please.
will come on out of the bullpen.
Now
This will be
pitching for
appearing
the
in
White
his third game this season.
Number 15.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Alex Healy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Pinch
Tim
hitting for the
Kuhl
Twins.
is going to come off the
Number
bench as
46.
he'll be asked to lead off the
Tim
bottom of inning number
Kuhl.
6. And he takes
Ball,
ball
that's
1.
it.
He'll come into play at 317. 3 homers and a dozen RBIs. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead a foul ball. 1-1. Is laid off for ball 2.
2-1.
Two balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. It is a fastball
Count
in
full.
off the plate for a ball. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good
Now
fastball.
batting,
And what does he
second
do?
baseman.
He just throws his good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Ladies and
Dawn
gentlemen,
Obradova.
your attention, please.
Move into the on-deck
Pinch
circle
hitting
now
for
to
the
try to
Twins.
get something started
Number
here with 1
81.
gone in the inning.
Obradova.
Hit high and deep to right center. Tauchman sprinting after it. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Twins.
Stepping in, Colby
left fielder.
Obradova.
Colby.
He's ready. Here's the
Obradova.
first offering. This is foul right side. The windup and the 0-1. Line towards center field. Wilbert is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top of this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Striding forward now is the DH, Daniel Falco. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Paul Hamill is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
1-1.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And he's keeping it down here, and that's
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Hit hard on the ground is short. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit.
Now
We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on him.
Into the box, number 8. Popped him up. Robinson over to his left, and he brings it in on the warning track. Standing in, Jonathan Lucroy. No hits to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
No, ball.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. A ball and a strike. And there's a base hit on the line.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed hit for him.
Gallo.
Here's Joey Gallo now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And they started out away with a cold strike.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defense.
That ball's foul.
1 run, 6 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. Line hard toward right center. Number 22 is there, and he makes the catch to the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Vargas.
Ready once again, Miguel Vargas. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important for them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple. They trail it 4-1. Joe Kelly gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Number 17.
Stepping in, Royce Lewis. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
1-1.
Stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there.
Now
the best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Benintendi on the move, but this will land untouched. Look out. That one ran in and got him.
Well, no one really likes getting flunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make you hurt for the pitch.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
1-0.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hands.
Great swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. In the dirt here. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Sometimes we see great hitters have the calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
That's in. Ball.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think he got a shot to stay inside that one.
Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Now the 3-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Coming to the plate now, Eduardo Nunez. Still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a 333 here.
Yeah, I know it's his first game, but after 2 at-bats, he should be able to slow himself down a little bit. I expect him to have a nice AB record.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Well, making it to the bigs was far from guaranteed for him. It's got to be a great feeling to finally have that major league jersey on his back, huh?
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments. Had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life? Grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues. But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues.
Well, this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now. So digging in now, Mike Tauchman, 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. that is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Right 3 called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox, and this is still a 4-1 ball game.
Ladies
Corey
and gentlemen,
Knebel is
your
on the pitch
attention
out of the
please.
bullpen in the bottom
Now
half of
pitching
the
for
inning.
the White Sox.
Digging in
Number
to try it
46.
again. Number 22. No hits in 3
Knebel.
tries so far. He struck out once. He's set. Here it comes.
One
And
ball,
he'll
no
look
strike.
at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. He's chased out of the zone for strike 1.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
The 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. The 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact and keep this at-bat going. Now another 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Lucroy has it. Throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Now batting, center
Driving
fielder.
forward now,
Byron.
Byron Buxton. Head-to-head numbers against Corey Knebel. He's hitless in 6 tries. Here's the first pitch to him. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. A 1 pitch on its way. Off
No,
the
that
plate,
missed. That's the
1
ball.
ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1
8th
strike.
inning, 4-1 is our score. Looked like
2 and
the
1's the
fastball
count.
got away from him there. It's ball 2. Got him to
2
go
balls,
after
2
a
strikes.
bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even.
He strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out
Now
of the
batting,
bullpen.
the designated hitter.
Next to be the designated hitter, Tim Hu. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one's
1-1.
outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at
2-2 the
2-2.
count.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is.
Count is full.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. Striding in to start the 9th, Luis
Leading off
Robert.
here, White Sox.
And they'll need him to get
The center
something
fielder.
going here.
Louis
Cole Sands comes on
Robert.
from the pen, hoping
Your
to finish
attention,
this
please.
one off here in the top
Now
of the 9th.
pitching for the Twins.
First delivery to
Number
him on the
44.
way.
Cole.
Shoots this one over to first.
Sands.
Dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
No. Hey.
Hey, you got to respect the first baseman getting dirty right there, but
Now
that
batting,
batter was able to shoot
the
that right
designated
past.
Daniel Holmberg.
First offering on its way. A fastball taken for strike one. Sands is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time. Lobbed it high and deep into right center. Racing back the right fielder. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything. He can extend his arms up. You do, so he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
Now that
Standing in now, number 8. And he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's
Your
strike
ball, 1
one.
strike.
He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
now batting. Catcher.
Digging in and looking for more, Jonathan Lucroy. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now that's the at-bat they needed. Bases empty,
Your
one
attention,
out,
please.
down 1 in the ninth.
hitting for the
He's
White
got to
Sox.
find a way,
Number
any way
one,
to get on base, and
John
he does more than that,
Harrison.
getting into scoring position here. We've got a great finish on our hands, guys.
With runners in scoring position this season, Harrison sitting exactly 200.
That's the ball.
Not really what you'd call a point of pride for him.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
Harrison, a former Philly, was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts that he is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce. Now he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for.
Miguel.
Ready now for the White Sox, Miguel
Inside,
Morgan.
ball.
Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Swung on, missed, 2-1. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Well, on the first here is going to do it. And the Twins earned a sweep here in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over.
Yeah, that relief performance for Paul, it would have had some wobbly wheels on it. To give up a couple of runs, but he still gets the save, getting that shaky car across the finish line after all.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Minnesota took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Garrett Horn takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Cole Sands closes the door for the save, his sixth. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Twins, 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Twins completed a short 2-game sweep as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd, 4-3. The Texas Rangers racked up 11 hits as a team as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland, 5-3. It was their 5th straight victory. Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. In the AL Central, the Rangers finished off a 3-game sweep as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 2-0. The win was their 6th straight as a team. The Tigers launched 3 home runs as they took down the visiting Mariners 5-4. The Houston Astros pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 5-0. The Baltimore Orioles finished off a 2-game sweep as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 7-3. Walker Braves combined